Hey, DeAaron, can you just walk us through that the block followed by the play at the end with Buddy?
I mean, we were down two, and with like 14 seconds left, the first thing you're trying to do is get a steal. So I kind of overplayed it. He backdoored, and Jokic set him a screen. And when I saw how slow he was going, I knew I could catch up, and I was just able to get the block. And Harrison took it coast to coast with a left hand layup.
Matt George.
Hey, DeAaron, a couple of weeks ago, you shared with us that it was really important to you and this team to make up for last season's slow start with a strong start. Was there an extra level of focus for you and this roster heading into tonight's game?
Definitely, but for us, I mean, I wouldn't say we finished the game how we wish we did. I mean, we were up, 5 or 6 with 5 minutes left, and we have to be able to execute better and play better down that stretch. I mean, that's a game that you should win by 7, 8, 9, 10 points, and they were better than us at the end of the fourth quarter. But I mean, we made the big plays when it mattered at the end.
Sean Cunningham.
Hey, what's up, Fox? Luke said, without that block, you guys don't win the game. I'm curious. I mean, you've got a lot of moments like that where you get those weak side or chase down blocks. That one that comes to mind in New York. Just how do you anticipate those? How do you determine when you're going to do them? Because we don't see you miss them. It's always like a completed block that ends up in such a sensational play.
Oh, I mean, 99% of the time, I jump with who I know I can block. But I mean, it's just timely plays. At the end of that game, I mean, if I either give up a layup or even if he gets an and one dunk, like the game's over. So, especially with that one, I mean, I had to go for that no matter what. Especially since I got backdoored. Even though we're playing aggressive, you still don't want to get backdoored. But uh, I don't know. It's just timely jumps, good anticipation.
Tony Harvey.
Yeah, DeAaron, there was some really good things going on in this game if you pick it apart 48 minutes. But the third quarter, Kings outscored Denver 36-24. We know in the past that's when you guys really had your problems, but you came out really focused. Can you talk about how you guys are going to be approaching this third quarter, such as the one tonight?
I mean, tonight we feel like we played decent in the first half, and then coming out, we know we had to, I guess, rep it up. And defensively, I think that's where it starts for us. When we're able to get stops and able to get out and run, that's when we have our better quarters. And I think we did a great job at that. Just being able to try to limit, Jamal and Jokic as much as possible. I mean, we saw what those guys did in the playoffs, and I mean, it's a team effort to come out defensively and take out the two best players. And I mean, I think we did a pretty good job at that, especially in the third quarter.
Jason Jones.
What's up, De'Aaron? Uh, Luke said to us about wanting to liking the idea of you being more of a gambler on defense, using your athleticism and your speed on that end. We always hear him talk about you being more aggressive on offense, but how do you pick your spots and figure out how to be more aggressive on that end so you can get more plays like you obviously don't want to give up a backdoor play, but where you make more of those spectacular defensive plays?
Um, Honestly, tonight I don't really think I gambled. For me, it's this year. It's about staying solid, being able to play better team defense, better on ball defense. Not get backdoored and stuff like that. But I just try to pick and choose my spots. If I think I can get it, then I go. Sometimes if I don't think I can get it, then I kind of there were times in the past where I'd go and I could kind of make up for it with my speed. But now it's for me, it's more so just staying solid. But if I even think I can get it a little bit, then I take off and try to do it.
Just time for a few more. Jason Anderson.
Hey, Fox, nice win for you guys, man. As much as you guys have focused on getting better defensively, what does it do for the team to be able to point to two really big defensive stops down the stretch of this game to win it?
For us, it just shows that defense wins games. I mean, majority of the game, we can get whatever shot we want with the way that we play and coming down to execution. But at the end of the day, especially in close games, you win those games with defense, and that's what we did tonight.
Follow up. Sean Cunningham.
to that question about defense, and when you look at what Jamal Murray ended up with, how much was that your guys' defense? How much was it maybe just a weird night for him?
I mean, I definitely think he had an off night, but for us, I mean, it was just to continue to corral him. I mean, we know he can make big shots. We know he's a tough shot maker. He loves getting downhill, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line, and that's what we tried to stop. That's what we tried to stop. You know, get him off the free throw line. Don't let him get his rhythm. And I think we did a good job at that tonight. Obviously, also, you know, he was in foul trouble. So for us, I mean, just being aggressive, especially, you know, when one of the best players on the team is a point guard, for me, it's just continue to get downhill and try to get them in foul trouble.
All right, last one, James Ham.
Hey, DeAaron. Haliburton, first game as a pro, and he just came up with, it seemed like one big play after another and was just solid all around. What are you seeing from him, and what makes you have so much faith to flip him that ball in the corner?
I mean, that he doesn't get rattled. For him, it's been, especially, I mean, I said it to him today. I'm like, you know, that's a hell of a first game to play in, you know, against a team that was in the Western Conference Finals, you know, here in Denver, which is a hard place to play for anybody. And then he's out there playing big minutes, you know, in overtime in the fourth quarter. And like I said, he didn't get rattled. I mean, he makes big shots. We know he can shoot the ball. For me, it's if someone steps in, you know, defensively, my first instinct is to kick it out. And I mean, we all have the utmost confidence in him to make big plays, whether it's with the ball or off ball, catch and shoot or things like that. We tell him to be aggressive. We think, at least for me, I think he lets the game come to him too slow rather than, you know, coming out a little bit more aggressive. But like I said, that's a hell of a first game, you know, as an NBA player to play in and to play big and come up big.
All right, Fox, got a plane to catch. Appreciate it.
Yep, appreciate it. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.